guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another video. I am just chilling in my bathrobe today. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm currently 38 weeks pregnant and I'm all about comfort these days. And the only thing that's comfortable to wear is either bathrobes or my husband's clothes. And so I'm just chilling in this bathrobe. But anyway, today I wanted to talk to you guys about a few habits that have kind of really changed my life over the years. I did a similar video to this in the past, which I will definitely link below. But this one is even more detailed. I even broke it down into 3 different categories. The first one is gonna be health, wealth, and then mindset. And I'm gonna try to be quick. I'm gonna try, but you guys know me, I tend to go on and on. So I would just say, grab yourself a snack, a drink, get comfortable, and let's get into these amazing habits that have changed my life forever. Okay, so we're gonna talk about health first, and the first 2 habits I'm gonna share are really cliche, but they're so important, so I have to start off here. And that is to wake up and sleep early. Now this is how I thrive. Whenever I go to sleep early and wake up early, for me that looks like going to sleep anywhere between 10 to 11 p.m. and then waking up anywhere between 6 and 7 a.m. Those days, I'm not joking, I'm super productive and I just feel my best. Just find some sort of like a sleep schedule that works for you. It's really, really important to do that and stick to it. Even on the weekends, stick to it. The second thing I'll say is, again, super cliche, but it's really important, and that is to work out consistently. Now, you have to find something that you genuinely enjoy for you to do it long term, and it can't be like, you know, something that you just do for a short term. Like, it has to be a lifestyle thing. So for me, I'll give you guys an example. Again, being pregnant right now, I'm not able to do my normal workouts that I was doing before I got pregnant, like my HIIT workouts, my, you know, weightlifting. I'm not really doing any of that. But something that I was doing even prior to being pregnant, and definitely something that I have carried on through my entire pregnancy, no matter how tired I am, are my long walks. And I know it's like a very like gentle exercise, but it works for me. You know, I walk anywhere between 2 to 3 miles almost every single day, and I feel so good, and it's something that I can stick to consistently. And then the third thing, and this is really, really important too, because if I don't do this, my day is completely thrown off, and that is to have a proper morning and nighttime routine. Some things that, you know, I like to do at night before I go to sleep is like have some hot water with a little bit of honey, and you know, that relaxes me, or take a nice bath or a shower, write down my to-do list for the next day. Like, those things I have to do. And then something that I like to do in the morning is like wake up. First thing I always do is make my bed. If I don't make my bed, I know it sounds really dramatic, but like my day is just thrown off, you know? So just like have little things that you do every single day consistently. That's like the key word here in this video. You guys will kind of notice that, but that will kind of set the tone for your day. It's really, really important to do that, and make sure you do that at night as well. But moving on to the second category, and that is going to be wealth. And I can actually talk about this category in a whole separate video, and I was really kind of trying to narrow down my habits. So the first is, and I've talked about this before, I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but it's very important that I keep reminding you guys of this, especially my younger audience, and that is to save before you spend. So let's just say you get $100, right? Like your check is $100. What you want to get in the habit of doing is take maybe like $5, $7, $10, whatever you can save from that $100, save that first. Then you want to go ahead, pay your bills, which is really important to do, and then you want to take, you know, the leftover money for leisure. I think it's really important to also spend your money on things that make you happy. I know I do that, and you deserve to do that, but you just want to make sure you get in the habit of saving first. The second thing I want to talk about is tracking your expenses. I've talked about this as well, but again, this is definitely a habit, something that, you know, once you get used to it, you almost can't stop. Because I know in the beginning you're like, oh, it's so annoying, I don't want to get in like the habit of, or like I'm not in the habit of tracking my expenses, like why do I need to do this? But you really want to understand exactly where your money is going if you want your money to grow. And for me, I love using tools like my actual like apps on my phone. I personally love using mint.com. I've talked about this app for so long. It is my absolute favorite. It's free. you kind of just connect all your bank accounts and your credit cards, and it really breaks down your expenses and gives you like an overview of exactly where your money is going. It's so important to understand that to continue to build your wealth. The third thing I would say is to diversify your investment. Now, again, this is not really a topic that I can cover too much in today's video. And I would love to also bring in my husband to help, you know, talk me through this. But it is important to diversify your investments into different spaces or places, whether that means the stock market, whether that means you're investing in real estate or whatever you're doing. It is just important to diversify your investments and not put all your eggs in one basket. And then with that, it is also really important to get in the habit when you start to save your money to take some of that money and invest it, because you want your money to make you more money. Okay, now we're gonna talk about mindset, because if anything I've learned this year is to have the right mindset about every aspect of your life. And if you can just kind of learn to master your mind, you are really fully in charge of your life. Now, keep in mind, I am human just like everyone else. I have my bad days. I have my days where I'm down, but it's important to just like learn to pick yourself up, and only you can do that for yourself. Just remember that. So the first thing I want to talk about is focusing on what you can control. Now, again, going back to 2020, this has been a very unique, crazy year. I've also gotten asked like from people online, like, how are you, feeling about being pregnant this year? And my answer is the same. Like, I am just focusing on what I can control. For me, I've stayed in my apartment, which is why, like, if you go on my Instagram, most of my content has just been inside our apartment. I've been home most of this year, because that's in my control. Point is to really focus on what is in your control and take ownership of that, and kind of like let go of what you can control. I think just having that mindset shift has been really kind of impactful in my life this year, so I wanted to share that with you guys. The second thing I would say is, and this is definitely something that I have started to do over the past few years, and that is to stop forcing things and just kind of let things flow naturally. Especially with my career, I'll say that I've tried to force a few things. I looked at other people on social media and I was like, wait, I should be doing that too. So let me like really try to force myself. It just didn't work out. So, you kind of just have to do your part, work really hard, put out in the universe what you want, and then just let the universe kind of take over. Third thing, and I say this a lot, but I can really speak from my experience over the years. This one single habit has brought me so much inner peace, happiness, and especially with where social media is right now, I think that it's really important for me to share this with everyone, and that is to not compare yourself to other people. And this is in all aspects of my life. Let's say you're comparing yourself to someone on social media and you're like, oh my God, this girl's so beautiful. She has like everything that I want. You're just looking at like 2 minutes of her life. You're looking at her highlight reel. You don't know what she has gone through. You don't know her life experiences. And you're comparing the moments that you're most insecure about to someone's like highlight reel. It's just not a fair comparison whatsoever, is what I'm trying to say. If you're gonna compare yourself to someone, compare yourself to yourself and just ask yourself, like, how can I make myself better? What can I do to be a better human being, And that mindset is actually a lot smarter, and it's gonna actually produce better results for you. Another habit, and this is kind of like my motto or like my favorite quote in life, and that is to trust the timing of your life. Again, there has been things in my past where I'm like forcing things and it didn't work out, and then a few years later it worked out exactly the way I wanted it to. And I do want to encourage you guys to do the same. You just kind of like have that mindset. If something is not working out right now, that doesn't mean it's never going to work out. It just means that maybe it's not the right time for you. Another habit, and I know a lot of people also kind of mention this habit, but I'll tell you from my personal experience, for me, this simple habit has actually brought so much more into my life. It also can help me get out of a funk if I'm feeling down or low at all through the day, And that is to practice gratitude. again, with 2020, I have learned to appreciate the smallest things in my life. So like throughout the day, but really I would say in the morning time and at night, I find myself practicing gratitude and just saying, thank you, God, thank you, universe, for this and that and that and that. Just kind of getting in the habit of practicing gratitude can really kind of set your mindset right, get you out of like a funk. And I do encourage you guys to make it part of your morning time routine as well as nighttime routine, and to do it every single day. Last thing I'm going to share today, and this one is really important. I actually didn't know if I should put this in the health category or in the mindset category, but I'm actually going to keep it in the mindset category. I mean, now I don't have an option, but I guess this can be like in its own separate category, and that is to not be on my phone first thing in the morning and, you know, right before I end my day. There was a point in my life where I would wake up and just scroll. Just mindlessly scroll. I would check my email, check Instagram, TikTok, and scroll. And just scroll and scroll. And it is just such a bad habit. Like 30 minutes would go by and I'm like, wait a minute, what the heck did I just do? You know, which is why, again, going back to what I said earlier, like it's so important to have a proper morning and nighttime routine. And in my routines, both in the AM and PM, phones are not a part of it. Not only do I wake up happier, I feel just more productive throughout the day, and I sleep better at night too. No exaggeration. All right, guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit different, but the timing seemed really appropriate, and I'm just really happy to have shared it with you guys. But the one thing I'll say, which is really important, is to not take on too many of these habits all at once, because if you do that, you're going to overwhelm yourself, and you know, you might not be able to do any of the habits right. So what I would say instead, and what worked for me, was just like adding 1 or 2 habits max into my lifestyle at once, mastering those, and then moving on and adding more. Anyway, guys, I really hope that you are all doing well. I know I've been really inconsistent with my posting here on YouTube, but I am trying to get myself back on a schedule. I'm really working towards that. No excuses anymore. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I wish you all a very happy new year and just the very best in life in general. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.